Hello and welcome. Today I will be trans investigating Alex Jones, who is currently a TV presenter on the daily evening UK TV programme called The One Show. This video will show what I have observed about Alex and why I am convinced this person is a male to female transgender. This person is presented to the British public regularly on the TV and was an unknown until becoming a direct replacement for another transgender called Christine Blakely, who I've also done a video on and I'll mention later. For those new to the channel, there are practical differences that you can check on yourself or female friends. We may all come in different shapes and sizes, but all these people I investigate look the same, but they don't look like the rest of us. Don't do what I first did and check a random internet picture or celebrity. Be scientific and use examples from your day-to-day life. So firstly, the shoulder to hip ratio test, showing the full shoulder joint is wider than the width of the hips. Shoulders are square and the collarbone resembles the same structure of a male and not a female's. Looking at the way this person is holding itself in this photo gives a very masculine appearance. I would say a female celebrity today's main intention and focus will be to become as popular, attractive and as feminine as possible. Standing in this way shows a straight up and down torso as well as a large upper frame. Muscular and defined, something only possible with very low body fat. Each photo shows efforts on her part to cover up the hip area, hands on the hips or close into the sides, or unflattering clothing that has a high waist. Hands in the pockets, which I was always taught was rude and made you look lazy. This is an area of a woman's body that men want to check. It's something natural and automatic. In these photos, Alex has bent the body to the side and tilts the head to create or distort what I consider to be a male lumbar figure into a curvaceous shape that only women can make. For those old enough to remember, this was infamously achieved by Raquel Welch decades ago. I mentioned that Alex's body has a low fat ratio, which allows definition of the muscles, something men can do naturally through correct diet and exercise. However, if you are not already aware, healthy biological women have a much higher body fat ratio for the practical purposes and readiness of pregnancy. The physical problems transgenders have is if they become overweight. If I stopped exercising as a male, fat accumulates on my stomach, and for women it goes on their hips and backside. Thus Alex as a male to female would expect to see weight gain on the stomach, certainly a reason for them to stay slim. Large skull, deep set eyes, square jaw, and what I suspect is a shaved down Adam's apple. Now more importantly, the position of the belly button in relation to the hip bone. If there was one verification test to use, then this is it. However, after trying to find images of Alex to show this area of the body, I could only find this video. In this old footage showing what looks like a Julian Clary hosted game show, the arms are fixed to the side, which might not be intentional, but is very unfortunate. But in this single image, notice where the briefs hang from. We'd all expect this position to be just above the side of the hip bone. If that is the case, then the belly button from this image is shown to be above the hip bone. Notice more clearly on Christine Blakely, so barring concerns of image photoshopping, to me it's very compelling evidence for both cases. I repeat what I always say about the pregnancy question. The game wouldn't last very long if all these celebrities were not having children. This is seen to be done by them to avoid suspicion, but secondly, so that stories can be run in publications to influence what people do in their own lives. The reality is, how many women over the age of 25 will read magazines about people that don't get pregnant or talk about family life? All these people look the same, but don't look like the rest of us. The fallacy I retained for a number of years, when I was honest with myself, was that the female images and celebrities that were presented to me were superior genetically. I had that belief, and there can be no other explanation than those thought patterns were implanted there during my childhood. So imagine how those impossible expectations that are projected towards men and women change the way we see and treat each other. In my next video, I will be investigating Tess Daly, and after that, Ariana Grande, Kate Middleton, and then the soon-to-be 13th Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker. If you like this video, please remember to like, share, sub-bell and subscribe, and I will hopefully speak to you again in my next trans investigation. If new to the channel, please watch this short video that finally convinced me of what is possible to change a person's gender appearance and voice. Take care everyone, and thanks as always for watching.
Rainbow passage. When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act as a prism and form a rainbow. The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a long round arch, with its path high above, and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon.
Rainbow passage. When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act as a prism and form a rainbow. The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a long arch, with its path high above, and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one ever finds it. When a man looks for something beyond his reach, his friends say he's looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.